Well, I began the group with my friends in 1981. And we were then making music that was in the context of punk rock at the time, but it was decidedly not punk rock. We decided that 3 chords was too many, that we just wanted one sound, and so we started shaping sounds with just the sounds of instruments without really worrying about the correct way to play them, and enforce discipline on those sounds in a different way than normal music. And it was a very violent and emotional affair, I suppose, early on. It met with little or no acceptance, and gradually people came to want to listen to it. And we changed along the way, of course, and the music became somewhat more orchestrated, and songs began to creep in, actual songs. And then it changed to something more atmospheric and cinematic. And until now, when it's, I guess it's more like visiting a cathedral with 3 gospel choirs singing different songs simultaneously. Well, for better or for worse, I'm the prime mover in Swans. I'm the band leader, and people have lives of their own. They come and go. I like it when they stay around for a while. This current group is, I think, the group of the most longevity ever in Swans' tenure. This group formed in 2010, this group of Swans, and it's been the same people all along, and that's the first time that's ever happened. But people have lives, they have different things they want to do, so they come and go, but I continue the idea. But the people I work with are the personalities I work with, and that to me is just as interesting as their ability to play an instrument, who they are. But on a record, I gather as many as 20, sometimes more musicians to make a record with the primary group of people that I work with at the time. In this current case, the 6 people that are in Swans. But I bring people in for different instruments and add colors and shape sounds. It's always changing. It was always very disciplined. It just wasn't using typical ways of making tones or sounds. Now I guess we play chords. I still don't think that it would be something that your average person would listen to. That's fine, I don't care. We start with a simple idea at the beginning of a tour, and that grows and morphs into other sounds as the tour goes on. So that if someone saw us at the beginning of a tour, they probably wouldn't recognize the piece of music that was in that place from 3 months ago. It's always changing. Mm-hmm. And we don't play songs from the recordings that really match the recordings. We let them grow and expand and change into something else. Mm-hmm. And we don't tour playing songs from a current record very much. There's 2 songs from the current record in this live set. Otherwise, it's new songs that haven't been recorded yet, and they're growing. One of them is 30 minutes long now. Improvisation is an incorrect word. I understand why you would use it, but it's more like we follow the sound rather than 6 musicians improvising and trying to express themselves personally. We find avenues to walk inside the sound. Well, we don't play the old songs.
Not at all.
No. The oldest song we have that we're in this set is 3 years old. Mm-hmm. Well, like I say, right now there's new material that's gestating in the concerts, that's growing in the concerts. Mm-hmm. And when we finish the tour cycle, maybe in a year, then we'll record a new album. And I don't know what it will sound like because the music doesn't exist yet, but it will be revealed. I think the most important thing was to be utterly ourselves, to be completely ourselves.
Yeah.
A lot of children these days, when they start rock groups, they pick from the internet or they pick from old records and they pull styles together and they decide that that's who we'll be, is how these people were. But we definitely did not want to do that. Well, I suppose I would be most of the time, but it starts from something I might have on acoustic guitar, and then I work with human beings. It goes back and forth. They'll do things of their own volition, of course. They're creative people. And I say, no, not this, this, and then we move in a different direction. And that's how it works. Or I'll have an idea, suggest something. But it's like working with, say, a hive of bees that's here. You just put your hands in and watch and move around. It's a pleasure to play here in Budapest. It's a very beautiful city. Thank you.